I mean, as far as we know, every single brown dwarf, to our knowledge, is outside of the solar system. So, you know, it just seems weird, man. Seems like you guys are always trying to put too much sugar in the spoon when there is no spoon, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's continue. Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents They Found a New Planet. It's 2 planets in one. Ever since the first brown dwarf was discovered in 1995, I've wondered if there might actually be one closer to us than even Proxima Centauri, the closest known star. It would have to be very cold indeed to have escaped our notice. But the existence of Canadian Amy Mainzer makes me wonder. It's the 7th closest star, and it was only just discovered. Could there be fainter objects? Maybe one of those rogue planets even closer? Maybe. We may yet be in for a pretty big and literally cool surprise. Thor News presents I'm cooler than a superconductor. Man, they found a brown dwarf. It's really cold. Yes. The Neowise found another brown dwarf. And you're saying to yourself right now, this thing is freaking 7 light years away. What does it matter? I guess, yeah, I'm saying that too. I mean, 7 light years away, what does it matter? Oh, it's really cold. It's like Canada of brown dwarfs. Okay, so we'll name it Canadian Amy Mainzer. I'm just kidding. She must have been busy. I'm like, oh yeah, really? That's fascinating. Can I see a photograph? And Science like, no, you cannot. I'm like, then, yeah, okay. So, can you just stop peeing on my tree? Anyway. But now it's more interesting because it's cold and it has ice water clouds. A fantastic reason to pay attention. It's weird, man. Brown dwarfs are one of my favorite subjects because it allows you to kind of talk about Planet X, kind of talk about Hercolupus, kind of talk about Tai Chi, kind of talk about Nemesis in a very scientific manner. And there are still a lot of giant gaping holes in the main star sequence that scientists try to put together to explain how stars form. You know, because we still don't know. We don't know shit about main star sequencing, man. I have suggested before that NASA take all of its data of every single star that it had and then put it together in like a 2-minute movie which shows the accretion disk theory and stars forming, but they don't like that idea. Anyway. Well, now it's interesting because it's super cold with clouds of ice. You guys really should pay attention to brown dwarfs. Because if there were people at NASA who were trying to tell us something, well, they're telling us something, man. Brown dwarfs may be close. Red dwarf stars are everywhere. There's so much we don't know. I sure do love brown dwarfs. I guess it's because to me, they represent an arrow to the missing link in the main star sequencing catalog program thingy, where stars are born, live, die. How you get blue giants, yellow stars, red giants, red dwarfs. Are there green stars? What about pink stars? What about silver stars? Gold stars? I saw this story a few days ago. Just now got around to covering it. The major media outlets haven't touched it. Space.com was the only one I saw that even talked about it, but their site was running so crappy I couldn't even get it to run. But we are over at Sci News, so it's official if it's got Sci in the name. Water ice clouds found in atmosphere of brown dwarf just 7.2 light years away. Astronomers led by Dr. Jacqueline Faherty from the Carnegie Institution of Washington and American Museum of Natural History have discovered evidence of water ice clouds floating in the atmosphere of what is the coldest known brown dwarf. I have made a video on that brown dwarf, also known as WISE JO 85510.83-07144.2.5 WO 855 for short, or Canadian Amy Mainzer for cool. If you want the coolest name for this brown dwarf, I named it Canadian Amy Mainzer. and that name should stick, but sometimes Procyon has a stick up its butt. And I'm not going anywhere near Procyon's butt, so if you want to take that stick out, be my guest. This is exciting news. If you got water clouds, I think you could possibly have life. Creatures that were born into a super cold environment probably don't think it's that cold. And I'm excited because I just started reading this article, and I know we're gonna get some of the fantastic photos from the WISE infrared telescope. Asterisk, ha ha ha. Oh, this artist's conception shows W0855, the coldest known brown dwarf. It's got snakes. Yay, it's got little water snakes. Water snakes are way more harmful than snow snakes. Brown dwarfs aren't quite very small stars. I don't think that's a good sentence. But they aren't quite giant planets either. They're too small to sustain the hydrogen fusion process that fuels stars. Their temperatures can range from nearly as hot as a star to as cool as a planet. And their masses also range between star-like and giant planet-like. They are of particular interest to scientists because they offer clues to the star formation processes. And that's why they're interesting to me. They also overlap with the temperature of planets, but are much easier to study since they're commonly found in isolation. Located about 7.2 light years away, the Canadian Amy Mainzer is the fourth closest system to our own sun, after Alpha Centauri AB, Proxima Centauri, Barnard Star, and WISE 10495319. Dr. Faharity's team detected the frozen clouds of sulfide and water in the Canadian Amy Mainzer's atmosphere by comparing near infrared images of the object models for predicting the atmospheric content of brown dwarfs. Water ice clouds exist on our own gas giant planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, but have not been seen outside the solar system until now. Ice clouds are predicted to be very important in the atmospheres of planets beyond our solar system. but they've never been observed outside of it before now. Do I support American energy independence? Man, that's a stupid question. Can we see those photos? You know? I mean, if you guys are coming out and being like, hey, yep, we found water clouds. We found ice clouds. I don't even know what an ice cloud is, man. I don't think they exist. If it's ice, it's not gonna be a cloud. You know what I'm saying? But you're all sciencey, and I'm not. Maybe you can explain it to me. And it sounds like aliens. Sounds just like aliens. It sounds like aliens. Sounds just like aliens.